Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming my typical date night makeup tutorial. It is now February and Valentine's Day is literally around the corner, and I'm sure most of you lovely ladies or guys have something planned with your significant other, so I just thought I'd come on here and show you guys what I would typically do if I had like a date night or a special occasion. This is definitely not limited to Valentine's Day, but seeing as the day is coming up, I just thought it would be helpful if you guys were wondering how to make this face look cute. So before I jump into the makeup tutorial, I just want to ask that you guys subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment down below, and also hit that notification bell button so that you don't miss when I upload a new video. But yeah, let's just jump straight in. So I've already done all my skincare, and if I was going out on a date, I would want my makeup to last, and I would want to know that whatever I have on my face is going to stay, it's not going to be slipping and sliding around, etc. So I'm going to go with my Tatcha Silk Canvas base, and do you guys want to see what it looks like? And I'm just going to take it on my middle finger, literally on my fingers, and just put it in all the places that I want to smooth out my pores. So around my nose area, like right in these crevices. Oh, how cute are my nails? Do you guys like my nails? Can you see my nails? They're cute though. And then also like on my forehead, right in the center there. I also like to take it around my smile lines. And like I said, you really want to make sure that you're working it in and just pressing down. So I always like to start with my base first. That's just how I tend to do my makeup. So now that I've primed my skin, if you have a white cast on your face, that's just because the primer is like a pinky, pale pinky color. But once you put foundation over, it goes away. So it has nothing to do with like flashbacks or anything, if you're worried about that. So for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which you should, I kind of gave a little story time on it. I was trying to buy this foundation, right? And in the UK, they only sell it at Debenhams, well that I know of, in store, because I wanted to go in and try my shade before I bought it. But they didn't have it in store, so the lady was like, I'm just gonna give you a bunch of samples. And I really thought she was gonna give me like 3. She literally gave me a stack of like 20. So I'm just out here using it from these sachets until I order a bottle or someone can bring it back for me. So the shade I'm in is Butter Pecan. Butter Pecan? I don't know. How do you guys pronounce it? And I'm literally just gonna put a little bit on my hand. Not necessary, but also kind of necessary, right? I wouldn't say this is full coverage. I would say it's more medium, but I don't have that much that I want to cover, so I'm just gonna use like a little bit. It's quite liquidy, a lot more liquid than my other foundations, I noticed. And I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation brush. My favorite thing to apply any sort of base is the IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush. It's a dual-sided brush, so it has the foundation side and then it has the side for concealer. I'm just gonna dip it in at the back of my hand and buff it into my face. Oh. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had like a couple dark spots around my mouth area here, and that literally just covered that right. Oh my god, look how liquid it is. It's literally dripping down my hand. Which I'm not used to because I use the NARS. I'm like a NARS complexion kind of person, and I use the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, and that isn't thick, but it's also not watery, so it doesn't just like drip down. But this apparently does. Okay, so the base is done. And as you can see, it kind of just gives you like an all over luminous finish. For a date, I definitely wouldn't want the most full coverage foundation because I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to feel like my face could be creasing and cracking at any point in time. So I want something that's a pretty natural skin finish but also gives me that overall affected look. So I would recommend this foundation. So next is concealer, and for concealer I'm going to be using two, which is what I typically do. First of all, I'm going to be using the NARS Creamy Concealer, is that what it's called? Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel, and I just take like the doe foot applicator and I swipe it underneath my eye. So I do this thing that I learned from Jackie Aina, and I place the concealer where I want it to be the most full coverage, so literally right underneath my eye, and then I leave it there to dry down a bit. When it dries down a bit, it's harder to blend out, making it more full coverage. So the fact that it's harder to blend out shouldn't really scare you because you kind of place it down where you want it to be the most full coverage, and then everywhere else you're just kind of buffing and diffusing it out so that it blends smoothly with the rest of your face. It's a pretty cool trick. I think you guys should try it if you find that whatever foundation, whatever concealer shade you're using isn't really covering your dark circles, but then you're pretty sure that it's the shade you're supposed to be using. Either try going a shade down and then putting another lighter shade on top to highlight, or leave it on for like, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 2 minutes. I leave it on whilst I do like my contour, and then I come back and I blend it out. On top of that, I'm gonna go in with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Ginger. So this is lighter than the Caramel, one shade up. And this concealer is also a lot more full coverage, HD type situation is what I would describe it as. I just take like a small brush. This is from Revlon, I got it from Boots, like dip it in, and I put this right in the inner corner of my eye, because that's where I want it to be the brightest. And because this shade is one shade up from the Caramel, then it's really going to help with that gradient and like really brighten up that under eye, make it look as awake as possible. Wait, I hope you guys can't hear it generate. It's so loud, literally. And if you guys can hear it, I'm really sorry. But with that same concealer, I also like to take it on my chin. Basically everywhere that I put the creamy concealer, I put the soft matte, just to give it that extra bit of a dimension. And then I take the tip of the brush and I just go over the top of this down in a minute. Okay. So whilst that is sitting there, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso. I'm just gonna take that around the perimeter of my forehead, because I do have a large-ish forehead, in case you didn't notice. I put some on there, and then I put some just above my cheekbone. When you're contouring, you don't want to put it right where your cheekbone is, because when you blend, it will drag down. So put it just above so that when you blend, it sits perfectly in that crevice. And in any case, if you put it higher, it just makes your face look lifted. I'm going to take a dense brush. This one is from Zoeva, and this is the number is gone, but it's called the Silk Finish brush. But any dense brush that you have would help blend this out optically really. And I'm just gonna go in and blend it can see, like, I kind of placed it here, but then when I blended it out, it just sat perfectly where my face naturally contours, which is what I wanted. So now that's all blended out, I'm going to go in with the other side of my IT Cosmetics brush and blend out my concealer. So I like to accentuate like this area of my chin because I think that it just makes my face look a lot cuter. And on a date night, I'm trying to look as cute as possible. And then if you feel like it's gone too far, I just switch the side and go back to the side of my foundation. Not adding any more product, whatever was there. And just buffing that out so that it's seamless. Ooh, I love doing my face, honestly. It's like my favorite thing. I'm gonna take that side now and blend out my under eyes. So with this, you really just want to use tapping motions. Because we're using a brush, you don't want to have any streaks underneath your eye. So don't rush, use tapping motions and just keep going. Diffusing it out into the rest of the face. And then as you can see, because we left it there, it's really made that concealer full coverage. I mean, you can barely see. I wouldn't say that I have dark circles, but my under eyes are definitely darker than the rest of my skin tone. That's definitely taken away by this concealer. This duo, honestly, is so fantastic. Using the creamy concealer with the soft matte, amazing. Okay, and then what I like to do is take the other side that had my foundation and just kind of mesh, blur the two lines together, so to speak, so that it's as seamless as possible. Okay, so now my under eyes are blended. I'm gonna go in still with that same side and blend out the center of my nose. For the most part, you really do still want the line to be visible because that's essentially what's making your nose appear, if that makes sense. Okay, so next I'm going to set my under eyes, and for that I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And just before I do that, I'm going to make sure that there are no creases underneath my eyes. So I'm going to go back in with that same brush and just tap out any creases that may have formed. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with the Beauty Blender, tap it in, blow off the excess, and then really seal, like press that into my skin. So I wouldn't say that I bake, I kind of just push the powder into my skin because I found that that makes it less cakey and also makes it last a bit longer. So I really try and blend it into my skin, and I don't really dust it off. I kind of leave it on there until I finish my makeup, and then once I put my setting spray, it just melts into my skin. And do the same thing, press it into wherever else you put that concealer, and just make sure that it's not going to budge. So when I take it down the bridge of my nose, I like to pinch Beauty Blender so that it's as skinny as possible and follow that same thin line. And then I take some more. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this, but I kind of blended my concealer up on the sides of my nose. So I'm going to take a little bit more on my Beauty Blender and go over where I put it on the sides of my nose. Just take that powder all the way up. So what we've now done is kind of created these two thin lines that there's no powder on, and that's essentially going to contour our nose, but without having to put like any dark shades on it, really. I take even more powder and then I press it into my smile lines because I don't want that I mean, it still will, because my smile lines just always seem to appear, but this kind of helps. So I kind of go like this to smooth out the skin as much as possible, and then I just press the powder in the same way that I did underneath my eyes and everywhere else. So, to set our contour, actually, you know what? No, I've been doing this recently, and I think I'm going to show you guys because I actually think it's been working and has been quite helpful. So I take a large powder brush and I take my translucent setting powder, dip it in, tap off the excess, still the excess, and just go over my whole face because it just helps to lock it in. And because you're still going to add that bronzer on top, you're not going to get a white cast, and you're also not going to get flashback. Trust me, I've tried this and I've been doing it quite often. So I just tap it on and slowly buff that all over my skin. And that's just really going to lock in the liquid. Especially if you have oily skin, this trick, fantastic. Like, I know I probably look crazy right now, but trust, when it's all said and done, it's gonna be bomb. So like, probably yes, have a white cast right now, but we just need to be patient and trust the process, because at the end of this, it's not gonna look like that, I promise. So now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty bronzer in Cocoa Naughty. I've really been enjoying this because it's very warm. So I'm just going to take that on this Luxe Cheek Finish brush from Zoeva and put that everywhere else that I put down my cream contour. Okay, as you can see that we've already brought so much color back into our face. I know you guys were worried when I put the setting powder on my face. I know you were worried, but as you can see, that's my cute. And now I'm gonna do my brows. And honestly, I might just skip to this clip because I feel like everyone kind of does their brows so differently because everyone's face is so different. Brows are done, dated. Lately, my brows, I don't know if it's this new Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder duo. I mean, I've been using brow powders since I could remember, but since I can't remember, sorry. But, the brows these days, they're so cute. Is it just me? So now I'm gonna just brush that away. I don't know if I want to conceal under my brows. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depending on how I'm feeling. Today, I mean, why the heck not? When I conceal underneath my brows, I don't like to use a shade that's so light because I just don't think that look looks good on me. I've tried it, but it's just not the situation that I need to be in, if I'm being very honest. So I'm actually going to take my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Tahoe, which is my winter shade. I'm going to pump a tiny bit of that onto the back of my hand. And I'm going to take my Morphe, it's like a small painter straight edged brush. Don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, it has like a really flat edge, so it helps with like keeping the straight lines when you conceal your brows. And I'm just gonna take that underneath. I'm just gonna take like this small dense brush and blend that little bit of concealer out. I mean, you can dry whatever's left down onto your eyelid for like a primer situation, but I don't really need that for this look because we're only going to use like a brown eyeshadow anyways. Perfection is the key. On this channel, that is what you will learn. I'm joking. Perfection is not the key. It's not even close to the key. Before I do my eyes, I just want to finish off my face. And the last two things that I'm going to do are blush and then setting spray. I'm not a big highlighter person. Just don't feel like I need it. But what I do want to try actually is putting on a liquid highlighter underneath my foundation. I think that'll help me give like the inner glow that I'm looking for instead of like having chunks of shimmer on my cheek. It's just really my vibe. So today I'm going to be using my new favorite blush. If you didn't know, because you wouldn't if you follow me on Instagram, is the Apricot blush from Bobbi Brown, and it's just so peachy, really bright and youthful, which is what I'm looking for. And I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blush brush, dab it in, tap off the excess, and work that into my cheeks. So I like to take it quite high up into my under eye because I find that it just makes you look younger. Not that I'm trying to look younger, but it's very youthful and cute is the word that I'm going to use, right? So instead of having like a beat look with the blush like right at the contour, this is a lot softer, I found. And if you were to be blushing, your face will go red right here in the center, not exactly like up here. I mean, it would altogether, but like the redness will be really centered in this area. So I'm just trying to mimic that as much as possible. Now that I'm pretty much done with the skin, which I think looks really good, I'm really happy with it. Very youthful, very my skin but enhanced, my face but enhanced. We didn't do anything too harsh in the contour, just a little bit to accentuate. We used highlighter shades that were like maybe 1 to 2 shades lighter than my actual skin tone, nothing too crazy. And I'm really happy with that. And this is the look that I would be going for if I was going on a date or if I had a special dinner. This should just be my go-to. So next I'm going to set everything with my MAC, it's so hard to say that, with my MAC Fix Plus, and this is in the shade Coconut. I always like do a test this way so that I don't get any blotches. And I'm just going to go over my face probably like 3 times, maybe 4. And I always have to have a fan handy dandy on me so that I'm just making sure that that dries as evenly as possible and no excess is dripping down your face and causing like streaks, because we don't want that. It's pretty much dry. I feel like a little bit, but that will all set. And oh guys, how glowy! I'm giving you the tea, you guys. I'm giving you the tea, okay? It's cute. It's like hella cute. I'm here for it. Okay, onto the eyes. Something super simple. I'm just trying to focus on the food and whatever cuties I need for them. Someone needs to lock me in a closet because wow. And I'm going to keep it quite rounded, so I'm not going to take it up in a wing type fashion, because I want my eyes to look as doll-like as possible. So I'm just going to take it like up and round and then back down and keep the blend as close to my outer corner as possible. I'm going to take this shade, which is like a dark gold bronzy color. And if you just want to add like a little bit more of something on your eye, which I do, I'm just going to take that on a flat shader brush. Can you guys see that? It's just like a flat shader brush. Synthetic is always best for shimmers if you're wondering. And I'm going to take that just on my lid. Like, I'm not even going to try and blend that. I just want it to literally sit right on my lid so that when I open my eyes, just that little area has that little bit of shimmer. Oh my god, look how cute! Like, it just makes anything shimmer on your eye. It just makes you look way more flirty, which is what I'm trying to go for. We're almost done. I feel like in my head this is such a simple makeup tutorial, but when you're doing it without talking, it's a lot quicker, honestly. So that same crease brush that you had, that you put the brown in your crease, I'm gonna take that same shade and run it along the lower lash line. And now I'm gonna go in with this Urban Decay Perversion 24/7 Glide On Pencil, and I'm gonna run that on my like upper inner lash line, is that what you call it? Your waterline, and then like upper and lower waterline essentially. So I'm now gonna put on some mascara before I put on falsies. Can you guys see how the eyeliner just made your eyes look? No? So I'm gonna do falsies off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and then do lips. So the lashes have been put on. I have on the Ardell 817s, and this is exactly what I'm looking for in a lash, especially for a look like this. It's very fluttery, extreme. I keep using the word flirty because that's just the only word that I can think of to describe exactly what I'm going for. I'm just like looking at my eyes, and this bronzy gold shadow that we used is really bringing out my brown eyes. So if you have brown eyes, gold eyeshadows, bronzes, brown eyeshadows bring out brown eyes, which you wouldn't think, but you know, here we are. Okay, now for lips, I am going to be using a couple of products. So this is MAC Cork Lip Liner. Just going to line and then I'm gonna go in with MAC Feeling Sentimental, and it came in this like cute limited edition situation. This is like quite peachy, quite light. Put that in the center. I don't put that much, and then I kind of just blend it out with my finger. And then on top, I like to take any pink lip gloss at all. This one is from Marianne. And just go over everything. I'm definitely like a gloss girl over lipstick. Like I'm obsessed with gloss. Cute! Okay guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that you guys, whatever you're doing on Valentine's Day, is spent with anybody that you love. That could be friends, family, your significant other, yourself. Spending Valentine's Day alone is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. It's an excuse to just treat yourself or treat the people around you that you care about, and just take the time to relax. I mean, it's on a Friday, so Friday evening, just get your groove on, do your thing. If that's having a bubble bath and reading a book or listening to music at home or binge watching TV shows, do it. That may be what I'm doing. If you're going for dinner with friends, do that, have fun. If you're going for dinner with a little cutie, then do that as well. But yes, I hope everyone has a fantastic Valentine's Day. This month is also Black History Month, so I'm trying to think of a video that will kind of commemorate that. Maybe I'll do a makeup tutorial using all brands that are owned by Black people. I don't know, I'll think of something. But this is the look. This is kind of what I would do for a date night type situation. Like I said in the beginning, I wanted it to be very cute, very flirty, and I think that that's exactly what we've achieved. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.